Welcome back. The ANC in Gauteng has released a statement condemning what it calls the attacks and threats by right-wing groups on ANC Gauteng Chairperson Panyaza Lesufi. In the statement, the party says attacks on Lesufi are an attack on the organisation. A week ago, lobby group AfriForum gave Gauteng Education MEC Lesufi a deadline to apologise or face a 500,000 rand defamation lawsuit. The lobby group says the lawsuit stems from Lesufi's alleged comments that AfriForum is a racist organisation. For more on this, we're joined by ANC Gauteng PEC member Greg Schneemann, who is himself outside of the Krugersdorp court. Greg, just before we go into what we're talking about today, what are you doing in Krugersdorp? Why do you feel it's important for political party representation there?
Well, we obviously, as you say, I'm outside the Krugersdorp court and I'm with many others. And you'll excuse the noise because the crowd is now marching past where I'm sitting. But we are here because we are equally outraged at the incidents that took place last week, Friday, the gang rape of women and the robberies that took place. And we are here to add our voice together that with of many community members as well. In our view, enough is enough. We are calling on the law enforcement agencies to up the operations in the area and to root out the criminal elements in the area and to find these perpetrators. We want these perpetrators to be arrested. We want them to be brought to book and to face the full might of the law. But we are here because it's the correct thing to do. We are members of society as well, and we are standing up for what is right.
So on the one hand is the need for the criminal justice system to run its course, but on the other hand, it's the grave activities, illegal activities that are going on in society. How do you hope to become part of the solution to this clearly massive problem?
Well, if we talk about the situation here in Krugersdorp, you're quite correct. The law must take its course. The law enforcement agencies must be given space to do their work. And you would have seen in the last few days, they've upped the number of operations in the area, continuing to arrest more and more people because of the illegal mining operations taking place and because of the terror that has been rained upon community members by many of these criminal elements. So what we are expecting is to see great to law enforcement in the area. We are anticipating and hoping to see that the illegal mining operations will be curbed, will be rooted out, and those who are involved in criminal activities brought to book. And we want to see communities in the area being restored, that they can be able to live in safety, securely, walk around, and not have to be afraid of criminal elements that have been terrorizing these communities.
And just in terms of why we invited you to this conversation today, lobby group AfriForum giving Gauteng Education MEC and Gauteng chair of the ANC, Panyaza Lesufi, until Friday to apologise or face a 500,000 rand defamation lawsuit. That deadline has passed. What now?
Well, as far as the ANC is concerned, we stand by our chairperson, Panyaza Lesufi, who's also the MEC for education in the province. We have no problem with what he said. He's implementing policies of the ANC, and we fully support him. And we're not going to stand by, allow him to be attacked by a group that is narrow-minded, focusing on the past, hankering on a past that they want to try and dominate in our country. We're not going to allow that.
So, very heavily worded statement you sent out. You said there have been threats and attacks. What are these attacks? What are the threats? Well,
in his capacity as the MEC, as I say, he's been implementing policies of the ANC, renaming schools, which we have no problem with. We are not going to sit back and allow ourselves to be dominated by names from the past that take us back to the apartheid era. So the renaming of schools, there's absolutely nothing with the renaming of schools. The bringing in of subjects into schools that will help empower our learners, prepare them for the future. And when you bring in new subject, obviously it impacts on the current subjects in the school. And so in some instances, the choice of language might be changed, but that's in no way an attack on any language group. It is simply making sure that learners are able to learn the subjects that they need to prepare themselves for the future. And if it means that we have to look at changing the choice of language in the school, there's no problem with that. And for the MEC to be attacked in the manner in which he's been attacked, we find totally unacceptable. And as our statement has said, we will stand by him. We will defend him. And we're not going to allow ourselves to be intimidated as the ANC, or to stand by and allow our provincial government to be intimidated by a bunch of narrow-minded people. We're not going to allow that.
So I suppose the question we're asking is, why is the Gauteng ANC feeling such a need to go out and defend your chairperson? And aren't there other platforms you can use for this instead of going on this defensive?
No. MEC Panyaza Lesufi, who is also the chairperson of the ANC in Gauteng, is one of us. And when there's an attack on a member of the ANC, a member of provincial government who is doing their work, it's an attack on the African National Congress, it's an attack on all of us, and we will come out full guns blazing. We will defend him. We have no problem. So it's not the wrong platform. It's the correct platform. We're not going to allow a bunch of narrow-minded people to attack our MEC, to attack our chairperson for doing the work that he's supposed to do and for doing the correct things. So I think that's the message we want to send out.
Well, interesting thoughts there. I don't know what you think. Let us know at the agenda_SABC. Greg Schneemann is a PEC member for ANC Gauteng.